recommend you reading other books outside of mine, but there is a novel out there about a plantation where some pigs took the plantation from the plantation owner, and they was promising the other animals on the farm, a life of luxury and all this vacation time and stuff. And when them pigs got control of it, man, it was a slaughterhouse. Sad. That was one. It wasn't like a cartoon. It was like the animals on the farm could speak English and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, without there being no real horror to it, besides just the theatrics, man, that was a real horror story. It really was. It was almost scarier than any scary movie. You know what I'm saying? That somebody could come in there and promise you that they was gonna do right, and when they got the power, they was trying to kill everybody off. Sad, but it's true. I'm talking about their intent was to kill everything off when they got in the power. Sad, but it's true. It's sad, lady, I tell you. And I never forget, the history. I'm gonna tell you, the banks suffered bad. Like Christmas Eve, they said the bank was the least as far as making money and having investor confidence. Investors had no confidence in the banks that are in this nation. They lost their confidence in the banking system, and that's bad news. That's bad news. I'm gonna tell you why. When they said it, everybody took their money out. You see, and you don't want that to happen. Because you're going to get to class and your teacher going to tell you, the bank can't make money without your money. See, I never forget when they start preaching that. Because it really destroyed the bank, you know what I'm saying? The bank needs your money to make money. They making a fool out of you. Your money has to be in the bank for them to have anything. You know what I mean? When you take it out, they don't have nothing. They don't have a way to make money. And that's a bad way to start teaching these folks. But I'm going to tell you, banks, all the banks out there, you got to get it together. You can't be treating your customer like they're a rag doll. You have to treat your customer right every time you get a chance. It's not a football game. This is life or death, lady. You either live or you die. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Football it's a hobby, lady. It's not life or death. You know what I mean? And I hate that. I really hate that they say it like that. Because I always knew it was way more to it than just PE. It's way more to life than PE. It's way more to life than that. And I hate that your daughter is off into that lifestyle, and she don't see anything or value anybody else except that athletic competition. But like I said, my train keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? If the game on or if it ain't on, I'm still doing me, you know what I'm saying? It don't control me, you know what I'm saying? You might think the buck stopped with it, but it don't stop with me. You know what I mean? And it's sad. I hate that. She can't see past it. You know what I'm saying? But she's not my daughter, though. That's all I can tell you. She's not my daughter, and I'm glad she's not. You know what I mean? I would hate to have a daughter that couldn't see past sports. I really would. I would feel sorry for my grandchildren. I really would. I would fear for the way they was being raised. You know what I'm saying? If I had a daughter out there and that's all she had confidence in was sports, that would be a terrible testament. It'd be I could see somebody going back to church and saying the end was coming if they realized that that's all they potential that their child had was confidence in other people getting up and exercising. Isn't that bad? Isn't that bad, ladies and gentlemen? That you realize one day that your child, their only potential was to get excited to see somebody else get up and get their day going? Man, that's bad news, lady. That really is, lady. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it is a real situation. A lot of people are dealing with it. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Is there a stimulant out there? Is there a Dr. Ho that can put that thing on their back with that billy club behind it and pump them up? I don't know, lady. But that is a bad situation to be in. And it's not only the women. There are some guys that have a good belly, a beer belly from here to the Northern Boulevard, and the only thing that gets them charged up is that it's time to watch some football. That's the only thing that motivates them. If it ain't for that, they smoking 4 packs a day. And a lot of people measure the activity. They actually slow down on drinking and smoking, and they have things to talk about during the game, pre-game and post-game. But if it ain't for that, man, they playing gangster music, heavy metal, they doing acid and opioids, they doing everything they ain't supposed to do. But when the game come on, they paying attention. You know what I mean? I hate that some people, that's all they know. I really hate that, lady. Because, I'm going to blame it on the football players. The football players, they cost Gillette all their money they was going to be getting. They really did. They try to make it seem like Gordon was the problem, and they lost their money for the next 2 years. Gillette Stadium lost their endorsement, lady. They lost their money, lady. And I said, I look at it like, I look at the real situation. I look at the picture outside of the little picture they looking at. And, I measured that, lady, and that was a bad move. That was bad what they did. Because they told this planet to dishonor their leader. That's what they told them. When I first got there, they told this whole country to turn their back on their leader. That's what they did. And you know what? I blame the football player I blame them for the loss that we experienced. I really do, lady. The loss that we experiencing, all these people turning their back on their leader, walking out on that man, saying they not gonna serve him and nothing like that. That came from the football player, lady. And from the NFL too, lady. You know what I'm saying? That came from them. The NFL and Roger Goodell, they should have had enough decency to say that's not appropriate behavior. But they didn't. They don't have no decency, lady. And now that their season is coming to an end, it's getting close to the end. Now they starting with all that politics again about drugs and saluting the flag. Nobody cares. You either win the game or you don't. It ain't nothing else to it. Are you gonna win the game or not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this ain't Jerry Springer, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Live at 5. You here to play ball, man. You're not here to talk about who's who, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Who's who has on the nicest outfit. Nobody cares, man. You here to play ball, you know what I'm saying? You play ball and you win, you know what I'm saying? Or you lose. There's only 2 eventualities to it. You win or you lose. You up there telling these people with the power of influence that you have. Football players are just like Satan the devil. You're either gonna be an angelic football team or a devil worshiping football team. And obviously you're devil worshipers because you got all these people that believe in you to believe that you was right saying not to honor your leader. And it shows because all the teams that used to be leaders, they all suck. All the teams that had leadership skills, all the ones that were the force of the NFL, now all of them suck. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of them. The ones that used to be the powerhouse, now they're not a powerhouse. And I tell you, I'm really disenfranchised. I really hate that they started that movement, you know what I'm saying? Because it shows, ladies and gentlemen. And all the money that could have been invested into them, they lost their money too. But like I said, Gillette lost their money, ladies and gentlemen. That they lost their money like Friday, you know what I'm saying? That was my last time dealing with it. I ain't dealing with it no more. You know what I mean? Can't do nothing for you, Gillette. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, but I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But I just tell you, it wasn't Josh Gordon's fault. That's all I can tell you. Why did you blame Obama for that? You know what I'm saying? Why did you blame Obama? Obama the one that told him to do it. You didn't say nothing to him. You was standing up and saluting Obama. You know what I'm saying? And he told Josh Gordon to get out there and do that. You know what I'm saying? You knew that about him before you recruited him. You know what I'm saying? But why you want to take your anger out on him when you losing? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can see. Now when you was winning, you ain't had no problem. You know what I'm saying? But now that you're losing, now you done lost your money. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, I want to know what's going to be your excuse for not making it because you ain't going to make it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to lie. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm a Malcolm Butler fan. I'm a Josh Gordon fan. But guess what? I don't agree with how you did that. I just don't. I don't agree with all that protesting. I don't agree with that. And let me tell you something. The Eagles suck this year. Ooh, they're a terrible team. It's bad when you sit up there and stand your ground and say you're not budging, you're not going to the White House. Now you ain't even going to the damn Super Bowl. You can't even defend what the Lord entrusted you. The Lord entrusted you with a battlefield to defend. Now you can't even go up there and protect it. I mean, if you're a Super Bowl champion, you're supposed to go defend your title. And you're doing a terrible job. You ain't even probably going to make it to the playoff. And that's the real eventuality. And I tell all my kids in the NFL, don't be like those losers. All my kids in the NFL, they know I am. They know I talk about everybody. Don't imitate they attitude, because they got the country going against that man, and that's not right. You know what I mean? That is a bad way to use your power. It really is, lady. And I'm gonna tell you, Pittsburgh Steelers, they know they suck, lady. They was one of the main teams that got it started. They know they suck, lady. They having the most terrible year. That's a sorry team, lady. You gonna get up there and tell people not to stand? The Eagles, and they're in the same state. Philadelphia, man, they suck, lady. The Eagles suck and the Steelers suck. And they were one of the ones that started the movement. Don't honor the president. Don't stand for him. And now they state suck, lady. I'ma tell you, lady. Like I said, I'm not even interested in playing no ESPN. I ain't even want to play it today, I promise. I was very disgusted with them, lady. When I was looking at them stock market numbers last week, first thing I was thinking about was the NFL, lady. How they started that movement. They ain't doing that. And they talking about when it affects their bottom line. Now everybody broke. The whole country broke, man. The whole country. You mean to tell me you gonna take all your money that you earn, all your riches that you earn, you never seen this type of money ever in history, from 16 to 18, they took it to the casino and lost it on one day? That's basically what they did, lady. Man, they went down to Porsche Creek with some cryptocurrency. I ain't never seen no money like that in their life, lady. And lost it in 15 minutes, lady. It took almost 2 years, every day trading. Record numbers. I'm talking about they making record numbers every day. It's taking them 24 hours a day around from every market on the Forex exchange. Every index on the planet. It took them almost 800 days to make that money in a row. And they lost it in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, when y'all get through hearing the backlash, ladies and gentlemen, it'll take a whole lifetime for somebody to professionally tell y'all what happened, lady. You know, I'm reducing that fraction way down for you. But you better talk to some people that really know what I'm talking about. It'll take them 100 years for them to explain to y'all what has happened in one day, ladies, on Christmas Eve. That last 7 days, for them to explain to y'all exactly how they went down, it'll take them a lifetime to tell you. But a lifetime to tell you, ladies. The NFL, you need to get back in your rocking chair. You need to sit down and do that again. We need a time machine. We need Michael J. Fox, and we need the professor, and we need to go back, and we need to reprimand them, boy. Donald Trump was right. He was right. They should have fired them jokers, ladies and gentlemen. When they got up there and said that, he was right. I laughed at it one time when he said it. The NFL should have fired them, ladies and gentlemen. They sure should have. Should have fired them. They should have fired them, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Because look at what happened. Look at how many players that got in trouble. They up there talking about pro police brutality. Soon as they season started, you hear nothing else about it. Ladies and gentlemen, when they got that shine that they really